How are angle relationships formed of parallel lines using a transversal? So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to need 2 pages for your math journal. The first part we will do on the right hand side is we're going to take and we're going to fold the paper all the way vertically and fold it to the margin. So I'm really lining up my margin, my left and right hand margin, and I'm making a crease. Then I'm going to take and fold again where you see the red vertical line going with the margin, and I'm going to take and fold out in a crease as best I can. So actually when you finish folding, you should have actual 3 folds. Then I'm going to take and fold this one again, just to give it a precise fold right here at the margin. It works easier if you're using loose leaf paper. So I'm going to give you the option of whether to use a loose leaf paper or to use your journal page. And then we'll attach it later on as we get into class. So now I should have 3 folds. With my ruler, I'm going to take and I'm going to draw and just trace my vertical line, the middle vertical line, or middle crease. My ruler is just going to line it up. And this line is going to be known as my transversal. So I'm going to go in here and make this my transversal line. That's TRANSVERSAL line. Okay. The next thing I'm going to do is at the beginning at the top of the paper, on the left hand side where I have my margin, where the red line is, vertical line is, I'm going to count down 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to mark this one with a point, and I'm going to label it point A. Then I'm going to come across horizontally, across the transversal line, all the way to my last crease over on the right hand side. And I'm going to label this one. I'm just going to make a point, but I'm going to erase it. I'm going to come all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to label this one B. So really, it's no need to really mark that one. Just give you showing you initial one. Then I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to draw a line from point A to point B. Then I'm going to, from point B, I'm going to come across again horizontally, across the line, across the transversal line, all the way back to the margin, the left-hand margin, my first crease, and I'm going to come down 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to mark this point and label it point C. I'm going to do the same thing again, going horizontally across the transversal line, all the way across. And then I'm going to come down 6 lines again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mark my point, and I'm labeling this one point D. I'm going to take my ruler again. And this time I'm going to connect, drawing a line segment from point C to point D. So when I look, I have my transversal line going vertically down the page, and I have 2 line segments, line segment AB and line segment CD. These lines have what we call the same slope or the same steepness. Okay? They will never intersect, therefore those 2 lines are going to be my parallel lines. Parallel lines I mark as this in signature here, and I'm going to mark it as line segment AB is parallel to line segment CD. From here, I'm going to come to the transversal lines, and right where I see angles, as it creates the angles from the transversal line with these parallel lines, I'm going to label them going down. So vertically going down the transversal line on the left hand side, I'm going to label these in order: 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then I'm going to come up and do the same thing on the right hand side of the transversal line: 5, 6, 7, and 8.